Welcome back to another beginner's guide. Today, we're taking a look at Iron Fist. The master martial artist likes to get up close and personal to take down his opponents with swift punches and kicks. He is ranked as a 4-star difficulty because of all of his movement capabilities that help complement his fighting style. Similar to Spider-Man, he has two passives that work well with his fluid martial arts playstyle. The first is Wall Runner, which as the name suggests, allows him to run on walls horizontally, and the other is Chi Absorption, which grants him the ability to gain bonus health whenever he assists with taking down an enemy. These both help with his survivability in games and pair nicely with the rest of his kit. For instance, Crane Leap. This allows him to perform 3 consecutive jumps in a row. Something to keep in mind is that the cooldown for the ability won't start until he's on a surface, so you can jump from wall to wall on a map all while getting your jumps back. If the distance is a little too far for your jumps, you can use Kunlun Kick, a flying kick that launches Iron Fist forward, doing damage to anyone he hits. This is good for closing the gap between you and your enemies, where you can unleash your normal attack Jeet Kune Do, a 5 to 6 punch combo that ends with an elbow that does a bit of knockback. Now, your enemies won't just stand there, they'll try to put up a bit of a fight, but that's when you can use his right click, Dragon's Defense, to block incoming attacks and gain damage reduction. Once you exit this defense stance, you enter a counter stance which changes his left click to Yat Ji Chung Kun, which does a small dash forward, and then you unleash a flurry of punches on the enemy, doing a ton of sustained damage. If things are getting a little too tight, you can use his E ability, Harmony Recovery, where you can recover your health for 3 seconds. His ultimate, Living Chi, gives him a boost to his speed, damage, and attack range, where you can go buck wild crazy on everyone. This is good for taking out small groups of enemies. Now, that wraps up all of his abilities. Let's talk about some of his tips and tricks. When you see the yellow circle on somebody, Iron Fist will lunge toward them, closing the gap, which makes it easier to follow players who are trying to get away from you. Plus, you can use this extra jump to propel you forward a bit to try and catch fleeing enemies. Also, whenever you can, you should use Harmony Recovery, especially at the beginning of matches, because his 50 bonus health doesn't decay, making him a 300 health character instead of 250. Something to note is if you move during the recovery time, it will cancel the ability, but if you're getting hit, it won't cancel. One of his better combos starts by engaging his right click even if you aren't being shot at, then dashing in with a flying kick and finishing off the opponent with a flurry of punches from his left click. Hope this video helped you guys out. If you want to see more guides like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and remember to keep leveling up.